a man spotted a golden stone glinting in the distance and discovered it was pure, exposed gold. Glancing over at his companion who was working on their vehicle, he hesitated for a moment before shouting for him to come take a look. When his partner arrived, he pulled out a blowtorch and aimed it at the stone. Within minutes, the rock began showing signs of melting, but its color remained brilliantly golden. Now they were certain this was genuine, rare gold. The two men started digging, but after hours of work, they couldn't extract it. Even working together, they couldn't budge it an inch. They tied ropes around it and tried using their vehicle to drag it out, but the rope snapped twice and the gold remained firmly in place. It wasn't until they dug down another couple of feet that they realized this wasn't just a gold nugget, it was an enormous, seemingly bottomless gold deposit. But faced with this massive treasure, they were completely helpless. His companion suggested that one of them needed to head into town to get excavation equipment while the other stayed behind to guard the gold. He claimed that since he had more desert experience, he was better suited to remain. However, confronted with such an enormous fortune, the man no longer trusted his partner and refused the arrangement. His companion had no choice but to compromise and let the men stay behind. The next day, they divided up their water and food supplies. The companion found an excuse to take most of the water, tossed the men a satellite phone, and then drove off. After watching his partner disappear into the distance, the men covered the gold with sand and went out to gather firewood. That's when he spotted the wreckage of an airplane. The crash site would make an excellent camp. It could shield him from the scorching sun during the day and protect him from wild animals at night. The only problem was that from there, he couldn't keep an eye on the gold. Greed breeds fear of loss, so he dismantled parts from the aircraft, dragged them back to the gold site, and reassembled them into a makeshift shelter. Through the tent's glass window, he could see the gold perfectly. Only then could the men finally rest easy. As time passed, the blazing sun beat down through gaps in the makeshift tent. When the men woke up, blisters had formed on his forehead from the heat. Fighting through the pain and his growing hunger, he sat down next to the gold, staring at it intently. Finally, he could no longer resist.